Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. Sans yellow hat and all. A little bit under the weather, not congested anymore, no runny nose right now. I feel pretty much okay. I'm actually driving to work, and I thought about doing that for another video, but I'll do it for this one. And no, I'm not going all smash JT on you, even though that's not really a bad idea once you have an established fan base and what have you. But we haven't done gaming news in a while, and I felt like this was a good time to do so, as I can't get my car audio working. The idea bulb just went off and said, hey, let's go ahead and talk video games. Let's make the most of a situation that I don't have control over. Speaking of situations that people don't have control over, let's talk GameStop. GameStop, as we all know, is going through some hard times. And I don't like to jump on people when they're going through hard times. But in this particular situation, it will affect the rest of us gamers, as you know. Well, other than them selling video games, how does it affect you? Well, let's get more concrete with it. GameStop has been suffering financial losses for years now. And they, pushed a lot of mom and pop stores out of the way so that they can grow to be what they are now. And what it's looking like is they're doing everything they desperately can to stay afloat. You've got sources out there, Review Tech USA being one of them, talking about this same particular thing, and it makes sense, okay? GameStop has been laying off a lot of their district managers. In my area specifically, they've got 2 or 3 stores not within 10 miles of each other. It's ridiculous. And that's not to crap on those stores, I'm sure everybody there does a terrific job, but there really is no need to have multiple stores within 2 miles of each other. There isn't. There was a time where GameStop could get away with that. We had a mall that had 2 GameStops in it. Yes, one on the first floor, one on the second floor. Or excuse me, one on the third floor, one on the second floor. The mall that is in the area I'm traveling to had that. That being said, what is actually going on with GameStop as I adjust my camera here? Since they're laying off these district managers, this is an attempt to save money. What they're going to do is typically what a lot of businesses do. They lay off people that cost them a lot of money and bring in cheaper, inexperienced people and hope that that works. Now, when it comes to downsizing, usually the low-hanging fruit are interns or, just people with 2 to 3 years experience on a job, and seniority usually plays a factor. But that's when you actually have no plan, I would assume. This is not to get all business tech or whatever. You would say, oh, well, everybody has a plan, but when you really have a plan and you're looking at money because it's a bankruptcy thing, you may do what GameStop is doing, and that's get rid of the people that cost you a lot. The remaining managers are said to absorb 8 to 10 more stores that they're over. What that means is they were normally going after 12 stores in their district, they're now having to take the responsibility of maybe 8 to 10 others. So if you want to work at GameStop, I guess now is the time. Realistically, the way that things are set up there, you're going to have no competition stopping you from getting hired at these places. Now, what is this really about? Because while financially they're suffering, their stock has gone from $40 to like $3 now. I can't remember when it was actually $40, but it's down to like $3 now. We've got these new consoles coming out. You may want to hold on to the ones that you've got right now for a little while longer. Rumor mill says because of this coronavirus, you may have a delay in these consoles. Now, I don't know if that's going to really be true. We're still months away from when that happens, but to put in perspective, I order things from eBay all the time. Stuff that I ordered in January is not scheduled to arrive here until April. Those consoles that are coming from Japan, from China, wherever, you get where I'm going? There's an expected delay there. So what that could mean is, while this virus is halting production, it's going to result in a delay in these consoles till like springtime, after their fiscal years are over with. You know, Japan, their fiscal year, I believe, is over with at the end of March, which is, you know, coincidentally coming up right now. Or it could result in, you know, just a shortage. If you guys remember back in the day, Nintendo 64, they had a shortage of systems out. Same thing with the Wii U, and, you know, just a lot of shortages. But this go around, it's because of this virus that is slowly making its way all over the world. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind. And that may be why, you know, a lot of these, you know, third-party developers, first-party, and just, you know, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo aren't really talking about first-party games right now for their next-gen consoles, I should say. They're not really talking about those at this time because there's no rush. Now, from Microsoft's side, maybe there's a little bit of a rush because they didn't do what was expected this go-around. I mean, they were really ahead of their time with this Xbox One X. I mean, not the One X, excuse me. Yeah, it was the One X, yeah. Had they had that set up that way when the first Xbox, you know, the Xbox One came out, it would be a whole different ball game. But they focused on being online all the time and all that stuff, and that really hurt them. Had they had a capture feature like PS4 had, that would have helped them out. I think they just got the ability the other day to essentially use an eject button on your controller to eject a game. You can make a disc come out on the controller now. It's like, what? You just now got that? I don't know. But that's what it is right now. Some other news that I just saw, you know, I'm driving to work, I want to turn around. Final Fantasy VII Remake, the demo is out now. I'm this close. Well, I won't be able to pay for the game if I don't go to work, I guess. But I was this close in my heart, not mentally. Mentally, it doesn't make sense to turn around now. But I would love to go home and play that right now. So I guess my Monday plans are decided. When I get off of work, going straight home to download that demo and play. And with this demo, if it's where you can resume from the demo into the digital version, that incentivizes me to just go ahead and get the digital version. No reason to get the physical. I do want to get the physical just because it's a collector's item, but here's the deal too. I want a physical copy of the game as well, so this may be one of those that I double dip. I mean, Lord knows I have Final Fantasy VII in almost every way possible. PS1, I've got it. I had it on PS4. I was playing it on PS3. I mean, outside of the Switch, which I may eventually get if it goes on sale, I've got it. So I'm really excited. I guess they were waiting till beginning of March to drop that demo, considering the game is, you know, what, 6 weeks away now? If not 5, I think it's like 6. But I'm very excited for that. I can't wait to play that. I'll probably stream it on Twitch and let you guys know what I think of it. I mean, I've got some other videos that should go ahead of this one, but the reality is this one, as of right now, it needs to go up first. So I'll put this up and look for me streaming tonight. I would say, you know, 9 o'clock. Let's do that. I'll stream the demo. No, you know what? Not even 9 o'clock. That's too late. That's too late. I'll do you one better. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this and you're in the eastern part of the United States, I'm going to be streaming that there. So wherever you are in the world, figure out, please, when that is, and let's let's check out that demo. I'm sure a lot of you will have checked it out before I get off work and can get home. But that's what I would like to do. So that said, I'm going to wrap this video up. You know, you guys be safe out there. What do you think of what's going on with GameStop? I know, you know, people have been saying it all the time that they're on their way out. I think they are on borrowed time. We'll see what happens, how long they're around. I mean, the way it's looking, it could just be, you know, Walmart and Amazon when it comes to these video games. And maybe, like, you know, like Rich said, you know, you might have just Best Buy or, you know, stores like that that are also doing games, but games aren't their focus. You see what I'm saying? Like, the days are gone where you're going to have a store that's just video games and they can become big like GameStop was. We got chains, you know, mom and pop shops, and they're doing their thing. Shout out to them. Some of them support this channel, but I don't see them becoming, you know, as big a franchise as like GameStop was. That being said, you know, Final Fantasy VII Remake again, excited for that. Excited for that demo. Animal Crossing on the way. We'll see you guys in the next one.